Hi there, how are you doing, Ryan?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I hope everything is doing well. Is everything is okay?
Yes,
Nice, very good. How is school? How are you getting on with your school subjects and so on? Everything is fine?
yes, it's fine.
Nice, great. Did you have the chance? How did you spend today, Greg? How was your day?
Uh, it's good, perfect.
Great, perfect. What made it perfect?
Uh,
Play? Did you have a lot of classes today?
yes,
Nice, very good. Okay. All right. So for today, inshallah, we are going to have some discussion about the topic that we had last time, that we introduced last time. It's going to be something relevant to artificial intelligence and specifically to what we call GPT, right? Chat GPT. All right, we are going to
mm,
listen. We have two, materials to deal with today before we start discussing. We're going to first of all watch a very short, video about ChatGPT, and then we are going to discuss a little bit about the content, let's see, of the video. Then later on, we're going to read together a text, the text that I have sent you, in order to have more background and more information about the topic. No, right. Bear in mind that when you want to write about something, that's our purpose at the end. When we want to write about something, you need to have ideas. Very, very important ideas or key points about the topic that you want to write about. Okay, that's going to be our strategy. So let us start with the first material, which is going to be a 5 minute chat to GPT explained. And then, great, we are going to discuss it together. So let's go to the first, to the material right away. There we go.
Meet John, a talented programmer who is looking to start a company that used his personally developed mobile application to connect restaurants and customers for booking and reservations. Even though the app was ready, John had difficulty getting together a team for his startup, needing separate people for sales, marketing, programming, content creation, and customer support. Hiring reliable manpower while being strict with his budget was getting difficult. He reached out to his friend Ryan, who said John could start his company without hiring any new people, thanks to just a single AI-based tool. John couldn't believe it, which led Ryan to introduce ChatGPT, the revolutionary AI chatbot being developed by OpenAI. It is a state-of-the-art natural language processing, or NLP model, that uses a neural network architecture to provide responses. This means that the ChatGPT bot can answer questions without being explicitly told what the answer is using its own intellect, unlike previous AI chatbots. So, how does ChatGPT help John in filling out his team? Regarding sales, ChatGPT can provide full-fledged sales pitches based on the correct prompts. It can provide tips on how to pitch your product to businesses, removing the need for sales training. Completely customized to your requirements and your prompts. If you don't like some things about the response, you can ask for certain changes, and the chatbot will make sure they are done. When it comes to marketing, ChatGPT can provide efficient marketing strategies, which can help new entrepreneurs learn how to market their products to prospective clients. It can provide trending keywords that marketers can use for SEO purposes, while providing ad copies for your website and blog. Speaking of websites, since John can do a lot of the heavy lifting in programming, ChatGPT can help proofread the code and help out when looking for bugs to fix. Apart from basic bug fixing, it can also provide sample code structures for different programming languages, allowing John to focus more on improving core functionality and workflow rather than fixing basic code errors. Websites and blogs content is very helpful when gathering potential customer leads. The revolutionary bot can provide full-length blog posts with near-perfect fast accuracy in seconds, allowing further customization, like choosing the length of the subject matter to the complexity of language. For John's customer support, the bot can draft complete customer service emails based on the situation, saving time and resources. The tone of the message can be changed to reflect the nature of the message, creating an efficient alternative for call center professionals. John was left speechless seeing this level of versatility from ChatGPT and wanted to implement it right away. However, Ryan made sure John knew about some drawbacks of the chatbot before getting started. Since the bot is trained mostly on data up to 2021, many of the newer events may still need to be discovered by ChatGPT. Even basic stuff like asking about the current date and time is beyond its scope, much like the limited understanding of context despite providing near lifelike solutions to certain problems. Even the accuracy of many responses can be questioned since the AI model is still learning and being developed. There is a section of the public that believes the revolutionary tool can one day replace Google search. But that day seems far-fetched so far because of the variety of issues people keep running into when using ChatGPT. So here's a question for you. Which of the following tasks cannot be carried out by ChatGPT? 1. Provide latest news. 2. Complex mathematical calculations. 3. Food recipes. 4. None of the above. Think about it and leave your answers in the comments section, and we will provide the answer next week. Give the correct answer along with your reasoning and stand a chance to win an Amazon voucher. However, stand a chance to answer along, and we will provide the your reasoning and stand a chance to correct answer along with your reasoning. Calculations. 3. Food recipes. 4. None of the above. Think about it and leave your answers in the comments section, and we will provide the answer next week. Give the correct answer along with your...
Okay, here we go. Great. I think we've come to the end of this video. Great. Well, so here we are. So we are discussing right now a new interesting topic which has to do with the new technologies and so on. So what do you think is the topic is about, Ryan?
The topic is talking about the ChatGPT,
Yeah.
their pros and their cons.
All right, very good. Their pros, right, or their and their limitations, right? Okay,
Yeah.
their what they can do, right, and what it can do, right, what it can perform, and where it stacks, right, where it sucks, or rather, right? Okay, so all right, so we have here, the video introduces two personalities here or persons, John and Ryan. So John is a programmer. He had this maybe idea to build like a company or a team, and he
Yes.
faced many problems. What are some of the troubles, Grace, that the problems that he faces? He faced actually when he had this idea of setting up a company.
The employees,
What is it?
the employees,
Employees. What's wrong with the employees?
uh, like a money problem or
He needs, right, in order
he
to set
needs
up a company, he needs a lot of employees, right? Okay. What sorts of employees exactly? What are they expected to do?
to code.
Uh-huh. Is it just the coding? Is the task limited to coding only?
No, to do like code and
Uh-huh.
uh, like security.
Uh-huh, great. Yeah. Okay. So, in order for John to set up his company, in a company there are different tasks to take care of, right? We got the sales. We have as you said, great. The part relevant to the security, great. Maybe with the websites or platform or whatever. So the coding side, for instance, right? And also we have the customer support side tasks, right? Customer support. We need someone who's going to take care or to respond to customers' complaints and questions and so on. We need maybe Grace someone who is good at marketizing the product, right? Just like a social network or a social media manager, Grace someone is going to marketize and great, marketize the products, right, and make it great, very known to everyone so that you can get more and more clients. So there are many tasks to perform, and Ryan cannot, employ as many great employees as possible. It's simply the question of budgets, right? He needs, to pay a lot of money, right, in order to employ or recruit many agents. So, what was the solution then, right? What did he resort to?
He wants uh, the
Mhm.
AI replaced all the
Oh,
co-workers.
very good. Great. Yeah. Here resulted to, open AI, right? To open AI. What do we mean by an open AI?
ChatGPT.
Basically, that's one of the examples, like Chat GPT, particularly, right? It's an open AI, right? It's an open artificial intelligence, resource that can, come up and generate answers to whatever question, right? Especially if maybe there is a customer who needs help or whatever, right? So we can just type in his question and he will get an immediate answer to his inquiry, right? Just in a few seconds. So what does ChatGPT do, right? What is it, what is it for, right? How does it help John, right?
Replace the
Any other person?
employees of replace the employees in the company.
All right, it would replace the employees, and how is it going to help us, right, in this situation? What kind of tasks can
Uh,
it perform?
Programming by giving the right answers without
Yeah.
mistakes.
All right, it can provide accurate, right? Without mistake, that means it can provide accurate answers to our questions. Very nice, good. It can also provide tips, right? A piece of advice. If any customer or anyone, right, has, a specific question about a specific matter, it can help you. It can provide an answer or give you a very sample strategy, right? If, for instance, if we are talking about marketization, you want to marketize a certain products. I have a product for sale, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to marketize it. Am I going to conduct a Facebook campaign, for instance? What should I do, right? So, or create a Facebook ad or whatever. So here, ChatGPT, it's going to provide you, with some tips and strategies regarding marketization. That's a very good point, Ryan. So, but at the end, there was a question, right? Another person who's Ryan, he raised some issues actually that's ChatGPT cannot, resolve. Can you remind us, Grace, of some of the problems and maybe that or limitations, Grace, that ChatGPT might encounter?
Uh, ChatGPT can't give a
Mhm.
review, not the reviews, honest feeling of
Uh-huh.
um, the
Yeah.
like human in a it can't be like a human
Of course,
by
it can never be like a human
its
being, right?
by
Humans are maybe more creative, right? Because it's the one who created ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT relies on different resources or something that we call deep learning or machine learning, right? I mean, there are open AI, I mean, different resources out there, maybe web pages, books, encyclopedias, right? Whatever, right? In order to bring you an answer, right? But the problem that Ryan, right, not you, right, of course, Ryan, the problem that Ryan raised is that ChatGPT is not, right, needs more improvements. This open AI tool, it needs more improvements, right? Because, by experience, it sounds that the answers that ChatGPT are not always and constantly 100% accurate. Sometimes the information is mistaken, right? And not, that's correct. I myself, I asked GPT, right, about myself. I said, who, ChatGPT, who is Abdul Wahid Al-Good, all right? So he gave me some information. I know myself very well. So some of the information are correct, some are exaggerated, and some are not true, which means, right, logically speaking, right, ChatGPT is not 100% true. Another issue that Ryan raised there, Ryan, is that many people who use ChatGPT, who are running ChatGPT, have some issues and some problems. I think we talked about some of those problems, Ryan, right, one day when right, when you wrote an article or a paragraph. Yeah, when you wrote a paragraph, and then I told you, right, did you write your results? Did you write it by yourself, or did your results to maybe ChatGPT or anything else, right? So that's another problem. That's the issue of what do we call this problem? When someone maybe come up, bring some information or data from other resources without giving the credits to the author. That's
Plagiarism.
plagiarism. Very
Plagiarism.
good. That's a big problem, actually, right? Now, in higher education, في التعليم العالي, in higher education, and particularly when it comes to research, academic research, many students are using resulting to chat GPT in order to write and produce their and develop their researches or thesis, right? And this is a big problem, right? Okay, because many of them have been accused of using ChatGPT, and therefore they will go into trouble, right? When it comes to their learning and academic career. Well, let us go right now and read the article about ChatGPT, OpenAI, or artificial intelligence to learn more about it and discuss, the matter, right? So that we can have some key ideas that we are going to use in the writing activity. Remember, our utmost aim is at the end is a product, that's a product-oriented activity. We want by the end, right, to be able to, have some ideas to write, paragraph, an essay actually, right, about ChatGPT. If we manage to do it today, right, in this session, it's okay. If not, at least we are going to have an outline together with the main ideas that we'll be discussing, right, or including in our, writing piece. Let me share with you right now the article we'll be reading, or the simple essay we have here, the material, or reading material. And we are going to learn more about ChatGPT. Great. Okay, so it's your turn, Ryan. You read the first paragraph, and I'm going to read the second, and we'll discuss each paragraph one by one. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is a language model developed by OpenAI that use deep learning techniques to generate human-like responses to text-based prompts and questions. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which is a type of neural network architecture that has been trained on large amounts of text data.
Oh, great. Yeah, okay. There are many important ideas out there. Great. So if I ask you, Ryan, what subjects is ChatGPT interested in? If we're talking about school subjects, great. What is exactly the kind of subjects that ChatGPT is much more interested in?
I think is math because French like depends of
Mhm.
the subjects or like the following rules
Mhm.
and Arabic like that. So math is like accurate.
Well, according to the text or the paragraph that we have here, is ChatGPT a math model?
No, it's a language model.
It's a language model. Yes, it's true that, right, you're going maybe to provide a math operation, whatever the math operation is, great, be it addition or subtraction or whatever, or a particular equation. and it's, ChatGPT is going to respond with an answer or how to, write work out the operation. But, it's mainly and basically a language model, right? Okay, so this ChatGPT is developed by OpenAI, as we said. It's a, what do we mean by OpenAI when I say OpenAI?
It's a company of Elon Musk that he
Uh-huh,
creates.
right?
Uh,
Yes.
it's open for all developers to create their chatbots and AIs.
That's OpenAI. It's an American artificial intelligence research organization founded in December in 2015. And basically, great, at the beginning in San Francisco, great, in California, great. And it's developed by Elon Musk, as you said, great. The very famous Tesla owner, right? So,
Yeah.
company owner. Well, so when what we understand from open AI is that meaning that the resources are open, right? These are some sort of open resources, right? They are not limited,
Yeah.
right? Which means that there is this notion of generation, right? Technique, right? Okay, so it uses deep learning. What do we mean by deep learning?
Learning by the answer like the answers they learn from internet like
Aha, right. What do you mean by they learn from the internet? From the internet.
from Google researches,
Right. Yeah, from search
some
engine.
blog, yeah,
Yeah, right. Maybe websites, blogs,
communities.
ebooks, whatever, great communities, great, so and so on. So deep learning, it is sometimes called machine learning. It uses artificial intelligence. It uses AI networks, neural networks. So it was described this way, just like neural, like the human brain, right? There is a network inside, guys. Okay, so it's just like the brain. In order what? In order to learn from data. All right. Well, talking about data, we talk about this content that we got, that that is generated from different, resources. So, and it generates what? It generates human-like responses to text-based prompts. That's why we called it a language model. Why? Because it's, the response is text-based. All right. Or, great, responded to questions that we type in, right, and so on. And what does ChatGPT, what does GPT stand for?
Generated pre-trained transformer.
Yeah, generative pre-trained transformer, right? Very nice. And it's a type of neural network, as we said, architecture that has been trained on a large amount of text data, or it's a big data that we have here, right? Well, so let me read the next paragraph. The GPT model is capable of generating coherent and contextually relevant responses to a wide range of prompts, making it useful for a variety of applications such as chatbots, language translation, and content creation. As a language model, ChatGPT is designed to learn and understand the structure of a human language, enabling it to generate responses that sound like they were written by a human being. So, as you can see here, right? So, GPT model or ChatGPT, it generates relevant responses to our answers, to our questions. So what are some of the things that ChatGPT does, or some of the areas where ChatGPT is useful?
It's useful for generating relevant responses
Mhm.
uh, and making it useful for a variety of applications.
Uh-huh, great, very nice, good. Such as what? This is exactly what I'm talking about. What sorts of applications out there?
Chatbots,
Uh-huh,
uh,
chatbots, right?
translators, and
Translation, language translation.
editing.
and basically content creation, right? Okay.
Yes.
What we mean by content creation, I mean, if I need an image, right? I need a
Yes.
specific image with the specific specific features and characteristics. So I would give my instructions to ChatGPT, and it's gonna produce this content and create this content to me, right? Be it a video, be it right, an image, or whatever sort of media. Well, the next paragraph is yours, Ryan. Yes, here we go.
ChatGPT gets its information from a vast corpus of text model.
Corpus.
This corpus includes a diverse range of sources such as book, articles, web pages, and other forms of text-based content that are available on the internet. However, the response it generates can incorporate knowledge and information that is has learned from its training data.
From the training data. Very nice. Okay, so it sounds quite clear right now. It just this paragraph recaps what we have just said concerning the different resources that ChatGPT resort to. It may be books, websites, great articles, web pages, and so on, and other forms of text-based content that are available on the internet. Right. So, is there anything new that ChatGPT comes or brings up?
Uh, the ChatGPT includes a diverse range of sources.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So, and then at the end, it's come up.
Generate
Yeah.
uh,
Right.
incorporates knowledge and information that
Very good.
has learned from its
Exactly.
training
Right.
data.
Yeah. I take bits of information from different resources in order to come up with something that sounds to be new. But actually it's based on certain or on pre-existing data, right? That is available there on the internet and different information resources. Well, everyone wonders if this tool will eliminate the majority of jobs and put a huge majority of people out of work. This is what GPT chats answered when asked the question. Will GPT chat destroy jobs? Let us see the answer that ChatGPT provided, guys. So this is another question: whether ChatGPT, whether it's going to destroy jobs and increase the rate of joblessness in our community and so on, and make many workers redundant. So let's say ask read the paragraphs that we have there out there. Sorry about that, and then discover the answer to this question. Yeah,
The
come on. You
develop
read
the,
yours.
the development of advanced advanced language models like ChatGPT has led to concerns that they could replace human workers and lead to job losses. While it's true that these models are capable of automating certain tasks that were previously performed by humans, they are not necessarily designed to replace human workers.
Okay, so do you think that ChatGPT is gonna replace human beings and workers, the labor force?
Yes, they could replace the human and
Uh-huh, right. Or whatever the task is.
no,
Right. Okay, so
uh, eh,
was ChatGPT designed in order to replace a human beings, a human workers?
uh, not
Not
necessarily.
necessarily. Right, very. Yes, according to the paragraph, not necessarily. Right. Okay, but they can perform some, as you said, right? Certain tasks that
Automation.
human being use it to do, right? And now, right,
Yeah.
so how can that happen, right? How does it happen?
Uh, ChatGPT can replace us in the repetitive and automating
By
processes.
automating certain tasks.
processes.
Very good. Yes. Okay.
Tasks, yes.
Exactly. Very good. Some repetitive, as you say, some frequent tasks relevant to our daily routine tasks and so on, and that are done by humans can be done actually, right? By simple open AI apps just like ChatGPT, right? Okay, without having to employ or recruit human beings doing that, right? To do that. Instead,
It's,
language models like ChatGPT are often used to augment human labor, enabling workers to be more productive and efficient in their roles. For example, they can be used to assist customer service representatives by answering common questions, right? Freeing up their time to focus on more complex issues. They can also be used to improve the accuracy and efficiency of translation services or generate content for news articles, social media posts, and other forms of written context. All right, so as we said, this language model actually, right, according to ChatGPT, it doesn't it is not meant to replace human workers, but to rather to augment human labor and enable people to or workers to focus more on more complex tasks rather than the frequent and repetitive small tasks. So what are some of the tasks that ChatGPT again can perform for us?
ChatGPT can enable workers to be more productive and efficient in their roles.
Like what? Give us several examples of tasks.
Uh, ChatGPT can be used to assist
Assist. Very
customer
good.
service representatives
Representative. Right. Very good.
by answering common questions.
Answering common questions, for customer support. Very good. Okay, the freeing up their time, and then great, we can then great focus on more complex issues, great, rather than keeping just responding to customers' complaints and very common questions, great. There are in every website, Ryan, right? In most of websites, there is a section about frequently asked questions, right? It's maybe the abbreviation is FAQ, right?
Yeah.
FAQ. That means frequently asked questions. Those questions that customers ask a lot. How much is this product? What size is this product? Is it new or old or use it? Great. All these questions, what color is that product, or whatever, these are some of the frequent repetitive questions that can be included in the data, and chat gpt great will be able to generate answers to the questions based on the data or the prepared pre-existing data. In some cases, the development of language models may lead to the displacement of certain jobs. In some cases, this might happen, but they also create new opportunities in fields such as machine learning, data science, right? Artificial intelligence. It is important to consider the potential impacts of these technologies on the job market and to take steps to ensure that workers are trained and equipped to adapt to these changes. Ultimately, the impacts of language models like ChatGPT on the job market will depend on how they are implemented and used in various industries and sectors. Okay, so the paragraph here is focusing on the to what extent ChatGPT can replace human beings and replace certain jobs and so on. It says this is quite limited, right? I mean, ChatGPT is not meant to to destroy the whole jobs. Certain jobs, some jobs might be displaced or replaced. However, ChatGPT, if it is well adapted, if people are, right, adapted to ChatGPT, or rather, if ChatGPT itself is well adapted to a human being and so on, and the industries and right, the labor force, they can right use it and at the same time be able to focus on more complex issues, right, and other jobs, new jobs maybe that are more interesting. Well, let us focus on some of the questions that are here just for discussion, right? We're not going to type in any answer, just for discussion. So, number one, what can ChatGPT do? Again, just for questions, yeah, to refresh our minds because we have already discussed all these things. Yes, what can it do? Yes.
ChatGPT can generate a lot of things such as responses uh,
Mm-hmm.
based based on the books, the blogs,
Yeah.
and the internet. It's a self-learning machine.
All right. So when you're talking about something different, great. Okay. Yes. What you said before, great. It can generate responses to our questions. This is a good idea, right? It can, right, translate in a language, right? Okay. It can do translation work, right? And it also can help us with customer support or anything of that sort, and it can also create content. Remember about the three basic elements here that we have read about at the beginning, right? So it talks about chatbots. When I say chatbots, that means generate responses quick and instant responses to certain to whatever question. Language translation and content creation. All right. So these are the three basic areas that we mentioned here in the text. Well, what subjects is it capable of dealing with?
Uh, with the language,
Yeah,
it's a
right.
language-based
Language and
chatbot.
text-based, yes, right. Questions and so on, right? So it can
Yeah.
generate prompts to any language relevant, question. Very nice, great. I mean, when I'm talking about language, I mean that the
Yeah.
basically great the questions that we pose or that great we ask and propose great are basically text-based, right? These are the best. ChatGPT is best as
Yeah.
at doing right as at answering such questions. So where does it get the information from? Yeah, where does it?
They get the information from internet,
From the
such
internet,
as
right? Like,
the internet sites, the blogs,
yeah, exactly, right.
sites, blogs,
It's an
searches,
from different open
uh,
resources,
and
right?
something like that.
As you said, web pages, ebooks, great, great. Search
Yeah.
engines, whatever contents you have that we have already there, right, in the net, great. The ChatGPT is going to rely on that data. That's right. It's pre-trained, let's say, to generate, pre-existing data, right? Well, what do you think the information, right? It's not true, right, to have S here at the end, right, Ryan? That's not true, right? Information is uncountable, right? It remains always singular. Well, do you think
Yes.
its information is always correct? Do you think the information that's, ChatGPT
No,
always
no,
accurate?
because
Yeah.
yes, no, because ChatGPT can learn from like false response sites or
Oh,
wrong
exactly, right.
wrong
Yeah.
answers,
All right. Yeah.
or they can't feel about us
Great. Yeah. Right.
like a human.
like human
because
needs and so on. Right? Mm-hmm.
it can't
Yeah, great.
or a technical issue
Mhm.
or can be a technical issue.
Yeah, technical issues, great, and so on. Very nice. So we are talking
Mm.
here about the accuracy of the information that we get from ChatGPT. Since ChatGPT relies on pre-existing open resources and data and so on, so you may find someone who has written something wrong about a specific topic, right? Maybe he said
Yeah.
something wrong about me, right? He just wrote millions and millions, right? Or hundreds of paragraphs that contain false information about me in person or about a specific topic. So ChatGPT is going maybe to bring data from that wrong, resource of information, and therefore the information is not going to be that accurate, right? So that we should be
Mm.
careful about the information that we get from ChatGPT. Great. It's the same thing, just like in Wikipedia, the very famous, great internet, great encyclopedia. Not all the information that are there in encyclopedia are correct. It seems that most of them are okay, are fine, but we should be careful because people even can interfere in order to change, add information, adapt or whatever, right? So not whatever we find there, right, is right. How does it answer when asked if it's going to cut jobs, right? Yeah, what was the answer? The second paragraph that we read, or the second section, right, in the text. When ChatGPT was asked about whether they are going to cut, it's going to cut jobs. Did it say yes, it's going to cut jobs differently, or what was the answer?
No,
Yeah,
it
right?
can't because and the other side it can make people creative
Yeah, make people creative, right? Okay, you are so creative too, Ryan, right? Because you
and
come up with
can't
ideas from your mind, right? Would you remember what we discussed here in the text? All right. So here, this question, Ryan, is given to ChatGPT, and this is how ChatGPT answered. La réponse a dédiée à ChatGPT. When they ask ChatGPT, "Hello,
yeah.
ChatGPT," right? Will you destroy jobs? What did ChatGPT say? In short, it said yes, some jobs will be displaced, right? As you can find here, it may lead to displacement of certain
Autom yeah.
jobs, right? But it's important to consider the potential impacts of this technology and so on, because if it is well adapted, well adjusted to human needs and so on, and to the markets and to our needs, it can help us in order to focus again on other complex issues, and therefore it's not going to be a problem when it comes to to our to the markets or to jobs, right, and jobs or job opportunities. So let's have one more or two more questions and then end up this discussion. Great. All right. So do you think, Ryan, that from now on we will no longer need books to teach? Do you think that the book is going
Uh,
to end in the future and people are going to resort to the internet, ChatGPT, and things of that sort?
no,
Why? Can you justify?
because the books are the principal resources, and if they book disappears, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the books says the history it's the
Uh-huh.
it's the best way to learn because in the screens they can hurt your eyes or make you sick.
Right. Great. Is it
But,
just a health problem issue? That's the
and also
difference.
like screens can't can't fold pages and
Yeah, right. Okay. So there is some, right? There is something different anyway, right? So, because reading books is not the same like searching for information using ChatGPT or anything of that sort. Uh, the main maybe difference is that when we read books, reading books, of course, is a hard work, right? It's a mental hard work, and that mental hard work is what really makes us
creative.
intelligent, smart, and more creative, right? You read a story, all right? You develop hypotheses, you develop your language skills, critical skills, and so on, right? Okay, so that's there is this notion of creativity, right? Books teach us to be creative, right? They really great inspire us with a lot of ideas and lots of they enhance our skill, our critical skills, and so on. But when now we search for information just using ChatGPT and we get quick answers, right? We in this situation we are lazy, right? We don't develop
Yes.
our mind, and the mind is developing thanks to this mental hard work and creativity, right? If you want to be good at math, Ryan, you're not going to rely on ChatGPT, right? Asking them, questions, right, to come up with answers. You're going to keep training and
Right, hard
exercising,
work.
right? Right,
Yes.
faire des exercices, right? إلا بغيت نكون مجهد في الماث. ملي كندير تمارين 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 تمارين, right? Okay, your mind becomes very smart, right? And when the teacher asks you a certain question on the day of the exam, right? You can think about, I think I have seen this situation just like this, right? And then you can, right, bring up
Yeah.
what you have, right? Be trained on right before. Well, so the last question, Ryan, and then we will call it a day. Were you satisfied with the answer? Yeah. Have you ever used this tool for a job or homework? Great. Yes. Okay. Yes. Did you use ChatGPT one day in order to ask, to resolve a certain problem and find an answer to a certain question?
Honestly, I used it for
Yeah.
synonyms, the meaning of
Yeah.
the word.
Very nice,
Uh,
right? Yeah, you used it in order to check for the meaning of words, right? So, were you satisfied with the
yes.
answer as far as that specific question is concerned?
No.
You are not satisfied?
No.
I think ChatGPT is good at this, right?
Because Google
Because there
search.
are millions of dictionaries, right, out there.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. They generate a lot of lines of
Oh, that's another problem again. Right? Okay. So when you ask about the
yeah.
meaning of a word, it's gonna give you a lot of information about maybe the
Yeah.
difference, the hundreds, maybe of meanings, or the tons of meanings, let's say, of the meanings of that word. So for you,
Yeah.
you are reading maybe a book or a text, and you find a specific word. That word has a meaning in that context. داك لو مو right عنده ان سونس في ذاك لو كونتكست فاش انت كتقرا. ولكن تشات جي بي تي جاب لك شي حاجه اخرى من لي كونتكست اخرين, right? From a certain article, from a certain web page, from a certain maybe poem, from a certain article being written there, whatever, right? So it gets you lost and confused. It's not helpful in this situation. I need someone who is going to read with me this, to be with me here, right? To read this story that I'm reading right now, and then tell me what the word is means in this context, not in other open, source or context. This is a very good point, Ryan. I think we have discussed this topic enough, right? We just need to inshallah get ready for the next session. Next session we're going to write let's say an essay about ChatGPT, but you need to first of all, as a homework, First of all, prepare before you write the article again, because you have written something very quick, right? A line is not a paragraph, okay, Ryan? You know, to develop just like 4 or 5 lines, at least 5 lines
Yeah.
for a paragraph, inshallah, right? You're gonna have just like
Uh,
one paragraph, 5 or 4 lines paragraph just for the introduction. You introduce the problem and then you raise questions that you want to discuss, and then one paragraph to discuss maybe the advantages, another paragraph to discuss the limitations of ChatGPT, right? What ChatGPT is good at doing, right? And the second paragraph is what are the limitations that ChatGPT, right, has. And the last paragraph is going to be let's say, the conclusion, right? Of course, it's a hard work, Ryan, but it's going to make you, inshallah, right? It's going to develop your language skills and your critical skills as well. So prepare an outline first of all. Tell me what are you going to discuss 1 point. I think I have already told you what you have to do, right? Okay, the one paragraph for the the useful tasks that ChatGPT can perform, and another paragraph about the limitations of ChatGPT. Do you have any question regarding the homework?
no.
All right, so let's call it a day. Let's call it a night, right? And then see you next time, inshallah. All the best and goodbye. Have a good day.